During Week 6, the Browns lost their last game against the Bengals. Can Cincinnati do it again? Find out next on Madden NFL 22.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. On second down now, Wall. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. Wall. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. Throw left side, completes a QT. The completion that lines on the wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here come the Bengals now. To take over. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The numbers for Mixon last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
On 2nd and a yard, Lance. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Get into their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From midfield, here's Lance. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. The Lance going to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Lance now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. Wentz now on 1st down. Got an open man, it's QT. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And
he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Bengals have recovered it. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
and
it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. taken at about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Now he's flushed out, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Let's go, baby.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Lance now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Mixon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll buy some time right. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And a solid run down inside the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Lance looking to throw it. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hands it off out of the gun. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On play action, it's Wentz. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Montez Sweat, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Escape. And the pressure gets to him again. Morgan Wilson providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Mixon with a first down and more. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lance now to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Shotgun now for Lance. He's got his tight end Fant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st down, Lance. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. It's Mixon on the counter. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Wentz. finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. A final shot before half for Wentz. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Now Lance. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Working from the gun, Lance. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Going right back to Fant. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd and goal, Lance. Touchdown! Noah Fant with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wentz to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 38, Wentz, his throw incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Lance now on first down. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll make it a second down. On second down now, Mixon, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visiting Bengals who came away with the victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. And Lance going to throw. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Noah Fant. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On play action, Wentz. Out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Trey Hendrickson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Wentz going to try and throw on third. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish. He looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that first down in the process. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw hauled in by QT here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like he said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Now he's forced it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Wentz. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. To throw is Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Wentz, got to have this one. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now. And
normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw into the hands of Fant. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's taken down inside the 30. Lance now on 1st down. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. McPherson on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. The utter domination domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On first down, Lance. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Working from the gun, Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now Wentz again. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
To throw, it's Wentz. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Throwing is Wentz. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, it's one thing to win